Hi there, this is John from Commercial Real Estate Online. Welcome to the program. This is the show where I like to share tips, tools and ideas in commercial real estate brokerage around the world. Indeed, in this program you can get plenty of ideas relating to sales, leasing and property management across office, industrial and retail property. So welcome. The website to contact us is commercial-real-estate-training.com and visit that website to get all the ideas you need in your real estate business. So it's time now for you to grab a coffee, come back with your notebook and listen to the program a couple of times so you can grab those ideas and use them in your real estate business. Here is the program. I'll catch you at the other end. So let's create some leverage with your listings. Leverage as in new listing opportunity and transaction opportunity. Every property listing in commercial real estate today will give you some new business leverage if you act in a certain way and undertake certain strategies with those listings. You can use all of your listings to build relationships and new leads with prospects and new clients, particularly within your preferred property types, client types, and location. So it is all a strategic process. That is something you can work with and develop over time. It is a strategy. It is the strategy of top agents. So don't just list a property and hope that someone will call you off the signboard or the internet advertisement. That strategy is only left for the open listings that you may take on. Exclusive listings are handled entirely differently. So get involved with the listing, that is an exclusive listing, and take it to the market. It gives you something to talk about with new clients and prospects. Behind all of that, conversations create opportunity. That's the rule. That is the way to get ahead in commercial real estate. Forget about all the other things going on out there. Social media is not as important. Get involved with creating conversations. How can you do that? Well, use the telephone and also use the meeting process. So use your listings to talk to more people. Capture the information that you gather and build relationships with the right people. In this way, your database of opportunity will grow. That's the fact. That is the strategy. That is the way to focus your real estate business. Talk to people and use your existing listings for that. So if you follow this logic, it is easy to see that your exclusive listings are the ones to market in this way, spending your time on those listings because you have them exclusively. When you have controlled listing stock, you have the leverage to build better market share if you do it right. So open listings are more challenging to use in this way, given that you have absolutely no control over the property or the client. Negotiations and inspections with open listings are harder to advance when you are working with clients that really aren't trusting you or engaging with you in a direct and ongoing way. So if the client has trusted you with an exclusive listing, work it deeply. So in an open listing, any buyer or tenant can use other agents to inspect the listing or place a counter offer. And that just creates confusion, difficulty, and of course that's what you don't want. You should be controlling your listing stock. So let's assume that you are good at converting listings exclusively. Let's go further. The averages with agents. It is interesting to note that many agents and brokers struggle with few, if any, listings and lots of buyers and tenant inquiries. I'll just repeat that. Few listings and lots of buyers or tenant inquiries. They then chase around the market to find the right property and the correct listing. In other words, they're trying to service the buyer or the tenant and they haven't got the listing stock. That is like chasing ambulances. It doesn't work. Focus on creating listings. When you have the listings, you will get the inquiry. Don't waste your time chasing around after buyers or tenants, unless, of course, you have something very certainly on your books or something that you are aware of that you can focus on. So don't develop a prospecting problem of chasing buyers and tenant inquiries. You can waste a lot of time, and those tenants and buyers can talk to other agents, and all of a sudden you've wasted your time. Not good. Take a serious look at how you are prospecting and improve it. Get involved in more prospecting so you are reaching the right people with suitable properties. That is the focus of creating listings. When you have the listings, you will get the inquiry. Just to remind you, don't chase after buyer and tenant inquiries unless you know you deliberately have something there that can help them. Because when you chase around after buyers and tenants, you might think that you're doing something good with your time, but the reality is those people can talk to others. And then, of course, they can find something else through other agents. Then you've wasted your time. There is one golden rule in commercial real estate. It is focus on listings. Focus on listings. It's more important than anything else. So make it your focus to build quality listing stock that you control. In an ideal world, you should be working up to about 15 exclusive listings at any one time. And of course, in that case, you will be extremely busy. Beyond that number, you will be stretched too far on your available resources and time. So, exclusive listings, 10 to 15, that's a good number. So say no to generic marketing. Get away from the generic marketing approach and be very specific in what you do and how you promote your properties. Take your exclusive listings first and foremost. Be prepared to pitch your services on that basis to the right people. When you have your listing stock, you can talk to others. That's the rule. So how do you leverage your listings now? Here are some ideas to help with that. Number 1, when you list a property, put an excellent and well-positioned signboard on the frontage to the building or the land. At the same time as getting that signboard placed, personally canvass the local area and the streets around the listing to tell the property owners and the local businesses about the listing. That is an A-grade prospecting process, an A-grade canvassing progress. Number 2, generally, list quality property above ordinary stock. Ordinary stock can waste your time as well, so be careful. Understand the listings, the quality within each listing. Certainly list anything you can exclusively, but always bias yourself towards quality property listings, by property type, by location. You will always get more levels of inquiry from quality listing stock. Again, that's the rule. Number 3, any inbound telephone inquiries from your listings will be opportunities for prospect qualification and ongoing contact. So if you look at the previous point that I mentioned, that is quality listing stock, it directly follows into point number 3. You will create more inbound telephone inquiries. So those inquiries are coming to you, and you can control those inquiries. You can do more with them because you have the exclusive listing stock. Find out what the prospects are looking for and comprehensively cover the market and the listings to see what inspections can occur, meetings can occur, engagements can occur. A good listing will create that inquiry, and then you can do something, particularly around conversations and meetings. So the last point here is number 4. Choose the methods of sale or lease, if you are involved in leasing, that generate timely action from buyers and tenants and inbound calls for more detail. A timed method of sale, such as tender, expressions of interest and/or auction, will achieve that. Always choose the best method of sale that the exclusive listing dictates. Don't just put a property onto the internet and hope that something will happen. As the property market changes, and it is changing right now, You can do more when you focus your methods of sale. You put some marketing with that, vendor paid marketing, of course, and then you focus it down into a timed campaign, a timed method of sale. So, given all of these 4 points, I'd like you to think about things a bit more extensively and perhaps even listen to these points again. So the message here is that you can get traction and leverage from all of your listings if you focus on exclusive listing strategies. Build your commercial real estate agency business around that strategy. And when I say commercial, I mean office, industrial, and retail. And it may mean for you sales and or leasing, whatever you do. As a general point in closing on this topic, there are always plenty of things to do in commercial real estate. There are also plenty of ways to capture ideas in real time, and a good online note-taking system will be valuable for that. An online note-taking system, that is something that you can capture the idea into, the inquiry into. It might be your database, but it's online. Maybe you're using Google Keep. Maybe you're using Evernote or some other version of a note-taking system online. When you capture something online, it's there for you to go back to later, consider, and then respond to. So there's one thing missing here, and that is how you can and should take regular action. As a broker or an agent, taking regular action is the key to progress. Not a random approach, not a generic approach. The action system that you create in commercial real estate brokerage should be something that you use every day and something that you can improve on. Many brokers or agents will say that a computer-based diary is useful for that. That is like a diary on your phone or your computer. I get that. Whilst I will agree in part because the convenience is there, it has been proven that the best people in business are usually those that take the, let's say, online diary system and then process it down into some written process for the day. And that can be a simple diary, a to-do list, something like that. When you write it down, that is the power of the process. All of a sudden, you've got a list to work with, not something online, but a list to work with. That is a process of transferring the items of action from Google Calendar or Outlook or your to-do list onto a paper-based system of action. You can call this a traditional analog process. And yes, I know it's old school, but there is a huge amount of action that can be generated from a written list for you. Why does this work? It is known in psychology that when you write things down, you tend to get them done. Remember that as you go forward in real estate. Take your cloud-based diary and to-do list at the beginning of the day and write down the issues onto a diary so that you can work on them and tick them off. It is amazing how powerful that can be, ticking off those items as you proceed through the day. This simple and basic strategy really works and is an extension of any cloud or computer-based work system. Enjoy the momentum from all of these things and use it to win more business and more clients. So now I go back to focusing on the main theme of this topic. I said to you, use your current listings as leverage points for talking to clients and prospects. When you have a listing, exclusively so, then you work it. You create conversations across the telephone, and of course meetings follow for that. So there you go. That is the strategy to generate new business. Be prepared to create conversations and leverage your listings. And so that was the program for today. Some ideas there that you can use in your real estate business. And of course, this real estate market of this year is an incredible market with lots of opportunity in sales, leasing, and property management. So make sure you are doing the right things, refining what you're doing, and improving your skills over time. There's always plenty of business out there in any market for you to win, for you to convert, and to work with over time. Create your pipeline of opportunity. So don't forget to visit the website, which is commercial-real-estate-training.com, and I'll see you there with more ideas that you can use in your real estate business. So thanks for joining us, and I'll catch you at the website.